Okay, so today's subject is about birds, beer and sex. So if you're serious about getting birds, you've got to wear the right stuff, and you've got to know how to feed them right first. That's the key. Okay, so I'm going to melt down some fat. It's just dripping fat that you buy from Asda for about 39p a pack. Put some in there and melt that down, and then I've got these coconuts here. You buy these normally filled with bird food, and I'm going to put them in a dish like that. I'm putting the dishes in this tin so that the overrun of fat will get caught in here and we can reuse that again. And then in there I'm going to put some bird seed. And the thing that these birds absolutely love are the mealworms. Put the mealworms in there. Okay, so now here's the fat that's melted down. Just going to pour that in there. And what this does, it keeps all the food together. I could have done a bit more in there, yeah. Never mind, I'll do a bit more. Okay, so I've done a bit more here. Going to pour that in there. And the reason it's in this tin, the tin catches any overspill of the fat and it's not running all over the table or whatever. So like I was saying, the fat keeps the food in the coconut, because what happens, the birds come down and they grab hold of the food and they get hold of it with a beak and they shake all the bejesus out of it and it lands on the floor, you know, which encourages floor feeders, which I don't particularly want. I'm talking about mice and rats. I'm not particularly bothered if they come in the garden as long as they don't come in the house, but I'm not encouraging them. The other thing that encourages is we get a lot of pigeons and crows. Where I'm going to screw these to the thing, the pigeons can't get at them, they're too big. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is cool this down using a fridge. It's not a domestic fridge, it's my beer fridge. Keep the beers in here. And then I give that about 10-15 minutes. Always, but you know, free beer tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. If you come for free beer tomorrow, it'll be the next day. So don't come knocking at my door for free beer. You'll have to come tomorrow. So as the coconut is set, I'm going to screw them. There's always have an hole in these coconuts somewhere. Through the screw and screw it to the feeding table. You see what I mean about the pigeons? They can land on there, but they can't land there because they're much too big. And I put one of these feeders on either side of the doings. So So you'll notice that the birds they don't like to feed together. So we've got one on every face, and they like to feed alone. It's all about knowing how to treat a bird, that's what it's all about. And to treat a bird right, you've got to give her a pudding as well. So what we've got over here is the pudding, and they love this. It's an apple, so you cut them in half and nail them down, and they love it. There's the thrushes, blackbirds and starlings come down and they'll do 2 apples a day, you know, which is not bad, because you go to Asda and you get half a dozen for £1, so it doesn't cost all that much for a pudding. Right, and finally, of course, there's the secks. Here's a potato sack. You can also get sacks for coal, but today we just got one for potatoes.